It's a scary phone call that can quickly turn into a nightmare. A Hawaii woman got one, frightening her until she figured out what was really going on. She shared her story with Jen Boniza to make sure others also do the right thing. It's a story you see only on KHON2. Jen?
Joe, Nicole Hudspeth tells me the phone call she received early yesterday morning shook her to the core. It preyed on her only weakness, her love for her children. Though she questioned the caller and did think it could be a scam, the thought of her daughter being harmed made her second-guess the situation.
Is it not your worst fear that your children are helpless and you can't help them? So they prey on you, you're vulnerable. He hits your most vulnerable spot. And that's all I could think about was, this is what I've always tried to protect my children from, and I failed.
Nicole Hudspeth says the ordeal was traumatic, like something out of a movie. It started with a phone call just before 9 a.m. Wednesday from someone she thought was her teenage daughter.
The first thing I heard was crying, a girl's voice, and saying, "Mom," and she was crying so hard that it was really difficult for me to understand what she was saying.
She was trying to get her to calm down when a man came on the phone.
"Nicole, we have your daughter."
From there, things escalated. He threatened to shoot her daughter and cut her fingers off unless she paid $20,000. Nicole was afraid to hang up.
It was shocking. It was absolutely shocking to have him addressing me by my name, knowing I had a daughter.
Despite his threats, she called 911 on her landline, but continued to ask questions. She tells me he got frustrated and hung up on her, saying that her daughter would be killed. She says that wasn't even the hardest part.
It was the waiting. Once he hung up and the police showed up and we were waiting, and I still didn't have confirmation of my daughter's location. But that was the worst part.
She tells me it was the longest 15 minutes of her life.
When I first saw her that evening, all I did was just walk up and hold her for a long time.
Nicole says she's disgusted at the lengths the caller went to, but is relieved it wasn't real. Nicole did file a police report to document the call in case there's a trend. She is a licensed attorney and a former military judge. She doesn't consider herself an easy target, but she says the fact that they used her kids and knew who she was made it difficult not to take it seriously. Joe?